G'day Knuckleheads, Uncle Knackers here, and welcome to episode 50 of my Owner Builder series. 50! It's hard to believe, but the good news is that episode 50 is the one you've all been waiting for, the big reveal. You little ripper! So we've actually moved into the house, and inside we're basically all done, apart from a few small things like the towel rails and the toilet roll holders. But apart from that, we are done. On the outside, we kind of ran out of funds, so the landscaping may have to just wait a little while, but that's okay. And what I intend to do with this reveal is do a quick house tour, and then at the end I'll leave a link to my Pinterest page where you can check out all the photos over a nice hot cup of tea, so make sure you check those out. Anyway, enough of that. Let's go inside. Now, before we get too excited, I just want to say a couple of things. The Owner Builder experience was fantastic. Time-wise, we ran over by about a month, and that was mainly due to the bad weather that we had at the start of the job. Budget-wise, we ran over by about 10 grand, and that was mainly because we upgraded on our blinds, our oven, and our dishwasher. But apart from that, it all ran to schedule. So all in all, I'm absolutely stoked. So without further ado, let's start the tour. So first up, here is the kitchen. And I think it turned out absolutely fantastic. So this whole bank of cabinetry, which stretches from here right down to the end, is all pantry. So that gives us heaps and heaps of storage. Plenty of room for the cornflakes, so don't worry about that. And the void, it's a decent sized void for a decent sized fridge. So there's plenty of room for your beer. Also important. Now for the bench tops, we chose Caesar stone, and the colour, that is sleek concrete, SLEEK, and it blends in beautifully with our charcoal cupboards. And for the kitchen splashback, we've gone with a white hexagonal tile, and the grout, that's platinum grey, and that platinum grey really makes those tiles stand out. And we did the same thing in our laundry. Now for the oven and the cooktop, we've gone with this freestanding 900mm Smeg 6 burner model. Gas on top, electric underneath. You can easily fit 2 chooks and a tray full of spuds in here, no dramas. And it was actually floor stock, so we got it at a really good price. We couldn't knock it back. And the dishwasher, we picked up this really nice Asco. Fantastic machine. It's quiet and cleans your dishes beautifully. So in my books, that's a tick and a tick. Highly recommended. Now for the overhead cupboards, we just used a laminate product, which looks really good and was a lot cheaper than what we used on the cupboards beneath. And we also used that laminate on the front of this island bench. And these 2 pendant lights over the kitchen bench, they don't really do much. They're there basically just for looks. And from that point of view, I really like them. So from the kitchen, we swing around, go past the sliding doors that lead out to the outside deck. And this is our living dining area. TV's a bit small, could do with a bigger one. Air conditioning down the end, and I love these timber fans. 2 for the price of 1, and they throw out a heap of air. Really good. And this is the couch where I edit all of my movies. What? Oh, that's terrible. Delete. Oh. From the living room, we then go through these 2 big double doors that I had specially made up. Now you can see that brown door right down the end. That's the front door. Now I absolutely love these doors. And I love this door bolt. You probably can't see it, but it looks good and it sounds good. And to open the doors, all you need to do is fold them back and they lock hard up against the wall. Beautiful. And this is the hallway that leads through those double doors to the rest of the house. And the dark floor, that is the old house. And the newer type looking floor, well, that's obviously the new house. So let's keep going. Now through these doors, the first door on the right is the main bathroom. And from inside the bathroom, we've got our 1500mm wide vanity, wall hung vanity. Got the mirror, we've got our semi-frameless shower. That's the doorway into the hallway that we've just walked through. Swing back around. Now I've got to do this without knocking the camera. We've got our bath there. It's my repurposed stool that we painted blue. And here is one of my bench seats that I make. And those windows, they're our louver windows which offer heaps and heaps of ventilation. Now as we walk out of the bathroom, we're back into the hallway. And there's our hall table, and that's a painting that we got for our wedding many years ago. So that's looking back into the kitchen dining, come back into the hallway, and I love this section here. This is a big bank of cupboards, which is all storage, which is absolutely fantastic. We keep coming down, and to our left, just have to open that door up, and here is our laundry, which came up really well. They're those same tiles that we had in our kitchen splashback, and all I need to do now is just to get that drainage from the washing machine, get that sorted out, and we're finished in here. Now from the laundry we come back down the hallway, and this is the spare room. This is our guest bedroom, which is all very nice. And then if we come back around again, this is the doorway into the garage. Now this currently is our junk room. We just haven't had time yet to organise it. So this is the garage. That's the workbench that I used throughout the renovation. All my tools are down there. And look at that little beauty. That'll be coming out soon. And then we come through, and this is another storeroom down the back with the mower and all the other stuff. Alright, from the garage, to see the storage, I bought all those shelves which do a pretty good job. Okay, back inside, back down the hallway and straight ahead. This is probably the main toilet. Just turn that light on. Sliding door. The toilet in there. And there is the vanity. So I can come in and have a look. Who's that handsome devil? So another wall hung vanity, and that's an old repurposed mirror. Alright, out of here down to the hallway, and this is the old house, and that's the old floor. I absolutely love it. So up this hallway, and the first room we get to is another one of the kids' bedrooms, just here. And check out the floor. Absolutely love it. Got some big double doors here. Once again, they go all the way around and down there. If we keep on going down the hallway, we've got young Billy's bedroom in there. It's night, so Billy's asleep, so he won't go in there. Front door into the office. From the office, we come back into the hallway and then into our bedroom, which is right here. Come through, and once again, another bank of storage. That's our robe. And just as a point of reference in regard to where we actually are in the old house, or what the old house used to be, well, now this is our bedroom. But see these black lines through there? This is where the old kitchen used to be. It's changed a bit. And if we come around here, this is our ensuite. Got a big blade of glass there. There's our 1500 wide wall hung vanity with the mirror. Once again, some nice louvers for extra ventilation. Come around the corner and we got the toilet. So back out. And back into the hallway. And that, folks, is basically the inside of the house. Did I show you the pendant? It's a nice pendant. And back into the hallway. So that was it, folks. I know it was a pretty quick tour, but what do you reckon? I think it turned out absolutely fantastic. And before I go on, I just want to give a quick shout out and a big thank you to some of those guys who made this whole process just that little bit easier. Now, I've got all these guys written down because I don't want to forget anybody. And first of all, I want to start off with Tony Ross from Design Studio 22. Tony and his team designed the whole place and did a fantastic job. Gyprock Plasterboard and Bradford Insulation. Thanks, guys. Sawtell Glass and Aluminium, they did all the windows. Green Brothers Asbestos Removals, Ray Elliott Concreting, Justin Skinner from Across the Coast Tiling, Mark Passmore Plumbing, Steve Black Electrical, Paul Florent from East Coast Flooring, and Steve Heaton, who laid the floor. And finally to Ben Rattray from Sawtell Professional Painters. Thanks, guys, fantastic effort, really appreciate it, and I'll leave a link to all the contact details for those guys in the description box below, so make sure you check them out. And how could I forget you guys out there who have watched from the start right up to now? Your support has been greatly appreciated, from all the comments to the likes and everything in between. Thanks again, and it's made this whole build that much more enjoyable. So thanks again. So I hope you enjoyed that video along with all the others in the series. And in actual fact, I've got a couple more to go, but I thought I'd put this one in, the big reveal, for the 50th. Anyway, as per usual, a big thumbs up is greatly appreciated, and please hit that subscribe button for more handy tips. And don't forget to head on over to my Pinterest page, which I'll leave a link for in the description box, where you can check out a heap of photos from before the build right up to now. So make sure you check those ones out, and sharing it would be a real bonus. Anyway, I'm about to have a couple of icy cold beers on that new front deck. So till next time, I'm out of here. Cheers.